y'all, welcome back. It's Nicole from Wildflower Valley Farm, and I am still learning how to use this camera when I have the viewfinder turned around so that I can see myself and see what I'm doing. Everything is completely backwards, so if I move one direction, it's the opposite of what I think I'm doing. So I'm still learning about all this, so bear with me as I learn how to use this camera. Today I'm going to move the chicks again. They are outgrowing the cage that they're in, and I'm not quite ready to put them into the poultry netting yet. I'll show you why in today's video, but I'm going to move them one more time, and this should be the last time that I have to move them until I am able to set up that poultry netting. So these guys are pretty much outgrowing this cage. There's still enough space in there for now, but I have some more still in the brooder inside that really need to come out here, and once I do that, this space will definitely be overcrowded. So it's time to start thinking about moving them into the poultry netting. But there's a problem with that right now. The problem with setting up the poultry netting right now is that I don't have space for them right now. And I know you're thinking, well, why did you get chickens if you don't have space? Well, it's not that I don't have space, it's right now. My intention is for the poultry netting to go in this area here to start with, around this tree. And obviously I need to move those cages, and that's not the problem. The problem is actually the tree itself. You see how that tree is very nearly touching my house? Once it puts out leaves and new growth this spring, which isn't that far away, it already has some new leaves in a few places. It's actually going to be on my house. So I actually have tree trimmers that are supposed to be here tomorrow to help rectify this situation. And my poultry netting would be in the way of the tree trimmers. You can see there are lots of dead limbs in this tree. So for the safety of my house and property and the bedroom that's on this corner of the house, this tree is going to have to be trimmed, and it needs to be done soon. So like I said, I have tree trimmers that are supposed to be coming tomorrow, and if I put my poultry netting here under the tree, it's not only is it going to be in their way, but it's in danger of them accidentally dropping limbs on it or knocking it down or something like that. So I cannot set up the poultry netting until after this tree gets trimmed, and I'm hoping that they do come tomorrow like they say they're going to. So I actually have a temporary plan. I have an idea for something to do with these chicks for now that is, like I said, just temporary. So this is my duck pen. I only have one duck. I had a pair, and something unknown killed his mate over the winter. And the reason I haven't introduced y'all to him yet is because I actually had not decided whether or not I was going to keep him. And I didn't want anybody getting attached to him and then me deciding to sell him or put him in the freezer or something like that. So I haven't introduced y'all to him until now. And he doesn't have a name. I don't know. Like I said, I still really haven't decided if I'm going to keep him. The camera doesn't want to focus because of this netting here. Let's try something else. He's a pretty duck. He's a khaki Campbell. And I have decided that because of the limited space that I have here on our little tiny plot of land, I don't have space for ducks. As much as I would love to have ducks and chickens, I just don't have space for both. And ducks are messier than chickens and harder to keep clean because they like to play in the water so much. So I'm not going to keep ducks. I might keep this one duck, but like I said, I really haven't decided. But this pen is plenty large enough for those chicks for now. It's just a temporary pen. And it actually was built from my old chicken coop that was really tiny, way back when I had chickens several years ago. So it'll work for now. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is put the chicks in here with the duck. They're still young enough that they won't pick on the duck. So as long as he doesn't pick on the chicks, then everything should be good until I'm able to set up the netting after that tree is trimmed. Of course the ducks coming to say, hey, what's up with this? I thought I had a house to myself. I didn't ask for visitors. So yeah, I think the duck's freaking out just a little bit over having a sudden invasion into his home. I don't think it's going to bother anybody. I really don't foresee him picking on these chicks. He's actually running from them. So I think they'll do just fine. And being in here gives them a lot more space to forage, to look for bugs, eat the bird seed that's on the ground. I think they'll be happy in here. And they can stay in here for a long time. So if my tree trimmers don't show up tomorrow like they're supposed to, it won't hurt a thing for these chicks to stay in here for a week or two. I'd rather have them on grass, but it won't hurt a thing in the world to keep these chicks in here. So if you haven't already, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below so that you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. And check out the description down below for links to all of our social media accounts. Thanks for watching.